Uatu, the Watcher. Bequeathed to me by the universe itself, my ongoing task is to observe and record the events that transpire on the planet Earth and its solar system. However, I can also observe the realities of other Earths to increase my knowledge of this reality and how slight changes can cause history to alter in drastic ways. We have seen in this reality the coming of an amazing, sensational hero with unique, incredible powers. Watching him grow into the most spectacular superhero the world has ever known, going through adventures, trials and tribulations against vastly superpowered foes. But what if? What if Peter Parker was not gifted his wondrous powers from an accident at Oscorp? What if instead Norman Osborn was murdered for his technology all those years ago, and his son had to try his best to take up the mantle of a hero with the latest technology and biological upgrades his father had created in order to discover the truth of what happened to him? Well, this is that story.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Using Dad's goblin gear is just nuts. That weird invoice I found with Dad's stuff sure made it look like he was hiring the Skulls gang to do dirty work for him. I have to know what he was doing. Look out, Skulls. There's a new Green Goblin in town.
Okay, so this is Captain Sam G, and sorry I haven't put out a video for a couple of days. After making the How to Make the World's Greatest Superman game video, I ended up giving myself one heck of a migraine. You know, trying to get it done as fast as possible and put it out just as I finished the Superman Returns videos.
They didn't know anything, but I'm just getting started.
Now, as you can see, Green Goblin has amazing combat abilities, same as Spider-Man, but I also have pumpkin bombs at my disposal and all sorts of gadgets. So I can just fight these guys normally, or, let me lock onto him as well, I have bombs at my disposal, and Goblin has a ton of different weapons.
Well, one of these losers is gonna give me some answers.
Tons of different weapons and ammo up his arsenal that he can use at any time. So let me show you how things change if I'm still on the glider. Now I can use things such as this. Or this. Or this.
Circus in town?
Oop, jeez, okay, wrong button press there. So if I go up nice and high, and I press that button, hey, don't you try running away when I'm on a glider. I can basically just carpet bomb everyone. Or I've got these sort of
I'm sure I'm getting warmer though. I'm gonna learn the truth.
shooting shuriken thing that homes in on the bad guys, or I can just machine gun them to death. So yeah, lots of different abilities for the Goblin, and I've got a bunch of cheats activated as well, so all of the different Goblin abilities recharge really fast or don't run out at all, so I can glide as quickly as possible and never stop. Use tons of different abilities to my heart's content and basically make the whole thing a hell of a lot more enjoyable. I think there's some bad guys down here as well, so may as well kill them. And yeah,
Looks like the freak wants to play.
well, you've been riddled with bullets and you're now dead. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I decided not to play the entirety of the Spider-Man playthrough when I played this game last, because I knew that at some point I would go back and play in the Goblin mode. Also in Goblin mode, there aren't a lot of cutscenes because unfortunately,
What's with the get-up, chump?
most cutscenes were made for Spider-Man, and so they don't make a lot of sense when playing as Goblin. So, as you can see just here, in the normal Spider-Man playthrough, that guy that was running around, once you beat those other two thugs, Goblin would grab hold of him and start wrecking him and say, "Hey, where's your leader hanging out?" And then obviously he'd tell you where to go. But for this version of the game, playing as Goblin, you don't get that. So I'm going to try and go back to past cutscenes and stuff in the game and edit them to try and make this whole thing make a bit more sense. Hopefully it'll work out just fine. Okay, so that's the end of Search for Justice. We're now going to the warehouse. Okay, so we're at the warehouse. We can see some bad guys just inside. So we've been led here, trying to find the mastermind behind this whole gang, because as you know, gangs have masterminds and not just idiot thugs. So, okay. Yeah. I was going to say you're supposed to use stealth here, but, you know, this kind of game, stealth is pretty much added as a last thought, but it doesn't entirely work. But we can't really use stealth as Green Goblin because we can't crawl on the walls or crawl along the ceiling or anything like that, so I think the best defense, the best way to get through all this is going to be an extreme offense. So, hello guys. Hey, don't ignore me. Ooh, you've got a gun that you're trying to load up. Well, let me shoot you with mine. I think my gun's slightly better than yours. Yeah, gun is slightly better than yours. You didn't do too well there. Okay, let's keep on going.
What's with the get-up, chump? Not so tough.
Well,
now, huh?
it's
How
kind
you
of
with me now, punk?
my I'm going to kill you all get up. So, yeah, I'm going to kill you all. And what I really like about this, the feeling of it and everything, is that I am actually killing these guys.
Out of my way.
He doesn't look so tough.
When you're playing the normal... Ooh, somehow went past you and didn't notice you're still alive. When you're playing through the normal Spider-Man game, it feels a bit like... Well, you know whenever you're having trouble against a bad guy, they're just really annoying you. It doesn't feel satisfactory enough to just punch them and knock them out. Sometimes you just want to kill them. And when you're playing as the Green Goblin, it feels like that. I mean, the guy's using bullets and bombs and all sorts. He's blatantly just trying to kill these guys. Where do I... Ooh, hello, you're stood on my head. Let me try summoning in some help. So yeah, as you can see, I can summon in all these little Razorback buddies that do my bidding. So these guys are going to follow me around. Oh, and I know what's about to happen here. So let me go up nice and high before I go forwards a little bit.
So long,
Oop, there we go. Okay, I was a little bit worried that the glider wouldn't quite manage to go above that truck because the glider is pretty big. Okay, thanks for the help, Razorbats. Once again, glider being huge. Let's see if I can fit up this vent. Yes, it's a little bit awkward.
I can't let anything stop me. I have to find a way to shut off the power so I can get through.
Don't worry, it's just here. Yeah, don't want to accidentally fly into the electricity.
Hey, I'm one step closer to unraveling Dad's secrets.
Okay, you guys just keep on following me through the tight winding vent systems, and I'll keep on awkwardly making my way
Great.
through.
There's a fuse missing. I'll have to get it back if I want to get through that door.
And yeah, what happened earlier with that guy stood on my head, another little cutscene was supposed to happen there where Spider-Man runs into the big boss,
Circus in town?
who then promptly tries to escape. So we're heading after him and getting the fuses to open up all these doors and gates.
Who's that?
Man, you actually got a few pretty good hits in. Okay, the sounds of death, so they're not going to be a problem for me any longer.
Takes care of that. Now to get that fuse.
Okay, turned off another electrical hazard. So going to go through and find the guy who's holding the fuse to open up the gate that the gang leader went through. But, you know, you didn't see any of that because the cutscenes didn't happen. Again, I'll try my best to edit in all these different cutscenes or whatever to try and make a bit more sense of things.
Anyone see? Looks like the.
I'm gonna
Okay,
take
hello you.
down.
I think... Oh no, I can't even summon any more Razorbats, so they're all around still, it's just... I think they may be a bit stuck in the vent systems. So, let's just shoot you to death. Oh, there you go. Now you're nice and murdered.
This fuse should get that door open.
Thanks for the fuse. So put it into the console.
This is where the fuse goes. Now I've got you.
The gates open up, and now I just need to carefully work my way back through the vents because, again, Goblin Glider is huge, very difficult to see what you're doing. Jump over the fire.
Circus in town?
Ooh. Okay, just zoom right on through all you guys. Oh, Jesus, I pressed the... I need to stop pressing that drop a bomb beneath me button because that's like one of the only attacks that actually damages me. What did you guys seriously think was going to happen? I mean, really, what did you think was going to happen? Yeah, let's just see how high up I need to be for that attack to not injure me. No, I need to be higher up than that. So if I'm in a room, do not use that attack because dropping the bomb beneath me, carpet bombing everything below, that's going to hurt me as well. Okay, not that way. Down through this door then? Yes. Alright, working our way further and further through the bad guy's lair. So let's go up through this vent system on my big, difficult to see anything glider. Okay, that's a dead end. Up. Up we go. Okay, so not going to just drop down like I would as Spider-Man. I'm going to go down nice and slowly and prepare a bunch of Razorbats. And then blow up all these guys as I pass over them. Oh, I don't think they appreciate that, so... And that's it for all of them. A huge room of bad guys, just completely murdered, thanks to the Goblin's amazing weaponry. Okay, I'd have to use the web zip if I was Spider-Man, but luckily I have an amazing glider. Oh, actually, there is something else I can do. I haven't shown it off yet, but going into this room, there's going to be a lot of bad guys, so let me show you this.
Mess with the skulls, you pay the price.
So, yeah, Goblin, when you press triangle, rather than using webs as Spider-Man would, Goblin has super speed. Like he's got rockets in his boots or something, just absolutely crazy. I mean, I've no idea why they put this in the game, because Goblin never showed this sort of ability in the movies, but hell, I'm glad they did, because it's ridiculous and amazing, and it pretty much makes you indestructible, because the bad guys cannot lay a hit on you, they can't aim well enough to shoot you. It's just brilliant. Okay, I think these guys need a bit of glider action to finish them off. Anyone left alive? Oh yeah. And one guy left.
Back off, ugly.
And you're dead. Oh, one more guy. Where are you? Nope, there's still definitely one more guy. I'm just... Oh, okay, you were fighting him. I thought all you guys got wrecked, but nope. There was one left alive. Okay, so I've picked up the key after all of my insane sprinting around, fighting off everyone. Let's go after the head of this organization and tear it off. Okay, stairwell. So I'm going to avoid the stairs and just go up nice and easily, like this. So I avoided all that steam, just by flying straight on up. Okay. Once again, same problem as the Spider-Man... Well, it's the same game. Same problem I had the first time I played this. Using the camera whilst moving about, it's not the best. Okay, here we go. Let's summon in a bunch of backup. That'll do. And now, let's just keep launching bombs over and over and over. Hey, there's no running away from me.
Not expecting to see the Green Goblin again?
Why are you doing this?
Mostly because I can. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Ooh. Although he can throw down those flashbangs. Oh, but he got destroyed anyway. Luckily my razor bats finished him off.
That thug didn't know anything, but he had met Goblin previously. Was it Dad? If only I knew where to look next. Oscorp Light Mech. Why is it here?